Hey guys, what's up? So today I'm going to be playing Monster Prom, and I've never played this game before, but for some reason it has a mature rating, which I'm not sure why. I didn't really go looking around for why, and I haven't seen any gameplays or anything like that of it yet. But I'm just saying now that it may be like a little slow because my computer is like really and can barely handle anything. Maybe just like a short one for right now. Spooky high school, the sweetest years of our lives. Back then, we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. Who are you? I like this one the most. Um, Let's go with Vicky. Her pronoun she.
Let's go.
And we had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. Three weeks were left, and as we were fantasized, and as we, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our six most charism. You know what? I'm not even gonna try. Classmates.
Huzzah!
Miranda Vanderbilt, 19, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Damien LaVey, 21, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Oh, I thought it said five at first. Scott Howell, 21, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Liam D. Linecourt, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid that he was truly a lovable dork.
Yay!
Polygeist, a party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things.
What?
And Vera Oberlin, 23, a mean self-made gorgon with a merciless sense of business. It was clear it had to be one of them, but who? We only had 3 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 3 weeks to woo them, and conquer their heart. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever. All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Where we know more, we're now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever will throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character's stats. This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start. Which inanimate object do you think would make the best girlfriend or boyfriend, provided you went criminally insane? A dildo, duh, an ATM, sugar baby, life, here I come, a human-sized pillow depicting a character created by myself. As a matter of fact, I have all the needed paperwork, and I'm only waiting for the conservative, narrow-minded laws of our country to finally step forward into waifu and husbando territory as was clearly intended by God. I'm gonna go with the ATM. Oh, do I have to use a mouse for this? It's your chance to fix global warming. Go ahead. Global warming isn't real. I invented it, and now science is claiming authorship because science is a lame copycat with no original ideas. Nah, the world is doomed. But I'll start investing in ships and start a profitable business for the soon to be covered by water world. It's time to be a real hero. I lead a mission to the sun in order to invite the sun to the party of its life. We'll have so many hilarious misadventures that the sun will eventually become cooler. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the ship thing. What would be a killer accessory? Shiny armor, a necklace with your own name in case you forget, fancy brass knuckles, coolness itself, a fabulous purse made from the skin of your worst enemy, sunglasses at night. Hmm. Yeah, we'll go with that one. Oh, okay. You press enter when you like want to click something. What? What am I supposed to do? Okay, let's go to class. That day you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes, after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. You gain +2 smarts. You notice Vera showing off an elaborate new necklace to Miranda. They're the crown jewels of Lemuria. Is that how you say it? I'm guessing. My family acquired them in a cutthroat business merger. Do you like them? Oh, yes, very much. Such a shame about the Lemurian royal family, though. What? That they're all dead at the hands of their own servants? No, no, that was unavoidable. Unavoidable. Once the true tragedy had taken place, they were no longer loved by their subjects. Feared, you mean? Oh no, fear is so scary. Love is what matters. I could not disagree more. You there. Settle this dispute for us. What is the best way to let people know how powerful you are? Buy their houses, burn them down, then replace them with a water park. You don't need to convince anyone. Just make everyone who doesn't love you disappear. Interesting. They're both very tempting. Huh. I'll just go with the first one though. So you could shove it in their faces. Water parks? Do you mean to say that you land dwellers have been stealing massive quantities of our sovereign summer water merely for your amusement? This explains why my uncle, the Archduke, was recently assassinated by the ambassador from SeaWorld. Shame on you, water thief. Off with your head. You make a hasty escape before Miranda can summon her guards. You lose -2 smarts and -1 fun. Am I not allowed to like express my own opinion without like getting faulted for it? Hmm. I'm kind of liking this cat one though, or like this one. Maybe I'll go with like the cat person. Oh, it's a shop. Welcome to my little shop. Buy some. I have that will boost your stats. That will lead you into stupid new adventures. Even some that might be much needed at some very specific moments. So take a look. This is what I mean by the lag. It takes forever. A fake bad tattoo. I don't even know what that word is, so I'm not gonna say it. A Russian novel with an insightful approach to universal matters such as love and death. A blanket with two holes. A corpse. Some impractical yet kind of funny glasses. A sexy fake Latin accent. A motivational poster. The gift that keeps on giving. Oh, so is this one free? A Satanist kit. All cool kids want to be friends with Satan. I really don't know how to play this game, to be honest. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. You gain +2 fun. You see Miranda and Vera chatting away, their eyes gleaming the gleam of the scheming. Crowd surfs isn't doing nearly as well as I thought it would. Oh, if it isn't Vicky. Would you like to be a customer? Once upon a time, surfs were only for the rich and fabulous. Like Vera and myself. But now, thanks to our app, Crowd Surfs, you too can have your own very own crowd-funded surf. The app is being generously funded by my royal family who wish for everyone to experience the joys of royalty and get richer off of it. I think our business might be failing because the surfs are simply not of high enough quality to maintain customer interest. The surfs need to have more enthusiasm for their jobs. We need to recruit from the right locations. Don't be absurd. If there's one thing being royalty has taught me, and there's definitely more than one, it's that you can trick anyone into doing anything as long as you give them the right incentives, yeah. But why not start with the easily manipulated in the first place? Vicky, what do you think? Farrah's right. Why not recruit people who want to be bossed around at a leather daddy convention? Miranda has a point. Everyone wants to win. Host an unpaid labor competition where the prize is doing more unpaid labor. I'll just go with the first one. Oh, I like that quite a bit. Excuse me, but if there were conventions for daddies, I am quite sure I would know about them. My father is one of the most powerful dads I know, so if he was not invited, just stop there, Miranda, trust me. How does this sound? Free lifetime of submission, dirty talk guaranteed, dress code come as you are. Vera, with the help of a confused Miranda, goes to the next leather daddy convention in town. The next time you see Vera and Miranda, they seem much, much happier. These serfs we recruited are so enthusiastic to serve. Almost inexplicable, ex, inexplicable, inexplicable, inexplicit. Forget it. And as unexpected fringe benefit, all the serfs keep trying to one up each other's uniforms. So I created a line of latex and leather wear that's making almost as much as crowd surfs in the first place. It's a win-win-win situation, and don't worry, Vicky, I won't ask how you know so much about the fetish community. Yay, siding with Vera always makes her happy, and to show her appreciation, she gives you +2 money she earned, and you gain +1 smarts. let's go to the gym. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural born leader. You gain +2 charm. Afterwards, you discover you've been poisoned, and only Vera has the antidote. She does this all the time. It's how she invites you to hang out. There you are. Thank you so much for coming. I'm embarking on a new criminal enterprise, and I need a I don't even know. The idea is simple yet brilliant. Think Uber, but for killing people. I call it murder. But it turns out the market is flooded with assassination apps. Assassination apps and blood. I need a way to get ahead of the pack, and since you're such a good advisor, differentiate yourself by being the only service that offers free range organic murders. Viral marketing, literally, tailor a highly contagious virus to make people love murder. I'll go with the first one. Ugh. Did you just say free? You try to explain that. You said free range, not free. Arg, you said it again, twice. Don't you know I'm allergic to free? If it's free, how will I make money? Oh god, I think I'm going into anaphylactic shock. Somebody inject me with a syringe full of liquid gold. You hurry to obey, but are beaten to the punch by Trevor, the blocking puma. Bummer. Vera never gives you the antidote to that poison you drink, so you lose -2 charm and -1 fun. Man, I really suck at this game. Alright. You're enjoying a quiet meal by yourself when a wound opens in the fabric of space, revealing the interdimensional prince. Greetings, hero. I have a task for which no hands are fit but yours. A portal is sealed against me, which I have not strength enough to open. Please help me to break the seal. On this jar of kosher dill pickles. Seriously, you take the jar from him, pop off the lid, and hand it back to him. Maybe he'll leave you alone. Now. Oh, bless you, hero. Your noble deeds deserve a noble title. Yes, I will give you one free noble title. Redeemable now. Maybe he'll leave you alone if you accept the title. Anyway, having one would be sweet. You check his phone to see your options. Foreign minister in charge of extreme handsomeness. Most unscrupulous treasurer. Let's go with the first one. A most appropriate title indeed. You shall be in charge of exporting handsomeness from my dimension into yours. Here, have a month's supply of handsomeness just to get you started. You're a bit offended that the prince thinks you need him to supply you with handsomeness. But this is really good stuff. Your eyes twinkle with youthful vitality, and your teeth cause lens flares when you smile. Everyone in the cafeteria is stunned by your sudden beauty. Maybe you won't bother exporting any of this handsomeness after all. You gain +4 charm. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves have descended to give you figurative oral. Am I allowed to say that? Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school plays standards. You gain +2 creativity. You find Liam storming out of the dressing room, still wearing his very fancy costume. He goes straight to Vera, where she sits in the audience, as usual, judging people. You got to help me, Vera. Art is in jeopardy. Help you, please. I signed up to be a dramaturge specifically because it allowed me to criticize people without doing any real work. You may return to your calculated apathy immediately after helping me sign underground supergroup Yogurt Resort to score our play. You want Yogurt Resort to score our play? Yeah, to score our play, the ones who did Help Me, I'm Drowning in Tractors? I hate to admit it, but that's actually a very cool idea. The fact that someone besides me knows about Yogurt Resort only makes me slightly less excited about this plan, which should tell you how important this is to me. How are you going to pay for that, though? Ugh, that's exactly what the director said. Everyone is trying to smother my artistic spark beneath the boot heel of capitalism. It appears that I must make some concessions to the invisible hand of the market if I am to realize my dream. Yeah, I definitely want this to happen, Liam. We just have to figure out how. Have a bake sale, but with cocaine instead of baked goods. Tell them we're all orphans and that this is a charity event. We're gonna go with cocaine. Oh, of course, this will require only a minor adjustment of my underground criminal empire. I mean, what is a drugs? No time for fiend innocence, Vera. This is about art. The two get to work smuggling kilos of cocaine across the border and using it to make powdered donuts. Soon, almost everyone at school is hooked on cocaine. Most of the actors quit the play to focus on their addiction. That's fine by Liam, though. He really just wanted Yogurt Resort to come and play, and they do. Sure, some people get their lives ruined, but somebody's gotta suffer for Liam's art, right? You gain +2 boldness and +1 smarts. Where haven't I gone yet? Like, maybe like the library. Have I went to the gym or the bathrooms? That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn. By skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms, you give +0, but you gain +2 boldness. After you notice that the bathroom lines are longer than usual, and it's not even giving out free cake in the bathroom day, and that's when his blood got all over Daddy's chariot. Not a problem. The good news is it's never a murder if there aren't 3 or more witnesses. If anyone tries to argue, just remind them that the alleged death took place underwater and therefore is disqualified for a regular trial. My throat is getting so dry from reading all this stuff. And must be resolved via trial by aqua combat. Wow, Vera, you're amazing at this. Here's +50 money. Legal troubles, Vicky? You've come to the right, absolutely 100% licensed attorney. I'm sure you'll find everything to be completely above board and in order. Or you'll be smart enough to keep your mouth shut if you don't. It's at that moment that Principal Giant Spider walks in and his feet, all of them, stop in their tracks. What's going on here? Are you running some kind of illegal law firm out of the school bathrooms? What? Of course not. That's absurd. Why? I never. Better step in and help Vera out before the one needing legal advice is her. What? This isn't illegal. Just ask this lawyer. Pull out the spider costume you keep on you at all times and convince Principal Giant Spider that you're him. We're gonna go with the first one. Yes, she makes an excellent point. As a lawyer, I can attest that my legal practice is, in fact, a legal practice. Principal Giant Spider scratches his head with 3 legs. If you're a lawyer, tell me. Do dogs lick their noses to communicate with fleas? Do the laws of time travel mean that a man can be his own grandfather? Is the moon actually square? No, yes, and never on a Tuesday. Principal Giant Spider nods thoughtfully. Well, thank you for your very legal counsel. Here's your payment. With that, Principal Giant Spider leaves. Guess he didn't need to pee that badly after all. Thanks for your help. You know, I've been looking for an legal aid. Crushed it. You gain +2 smarts from that quick thinking and +1 money from Vera's legal fee. What about this, like, ghost person? You find Polly and Liam not eating as usual, you know, because they're undead. You know, the food in this cafeteria really is atrocious. It's hardly even worthy of my momentgram. Oh, okay. Haha, what? I don't even eat the food. See, this is exactly what I mean. We can do so much better than these subpar culinary abortions. Oh, I see what you mean. You mean the 2 of us should have a cook-off. What? No. Did you say something? I'm not listening because I'm so psyched about this cook-off. At no point did I agree to. I've got a huge advantage though because I've cooked so many drugs. Oh, you think you've got the advantage, huh? I've been alive for centuries of culinary history. It's on. The 2 of them dash into the kitchen, ignoring all rules of law, school, and common decency as they commence cooking. 2 celebrity chef judges appear to critique the challengers. I think they're both equally horrible, says the cruel British judge. I think they're both equally marvelous, says the overly nice British judge. Both judges turn to you. What do you think, tiebreaker judge, whose meal truly is the cat's pajamas? Liam's because I think that glass jar of fresh human blood really goes with the parsley he sprinkled on top. Polly's because she literally just made a pair of pajamas for a cat. I'm gonna go with Polly because she's hot. What? Unbelievable. That's not even food. What isn't even food? That pile of yarn you're knitting in that frying pan, that's clearly a set of pajamas for a cat. Oh, was it supposed to be food? Sorry, I forgot what we were doing. Yes, it was supposed to be food, and yours obviously isn't. Oh yeah? Then how come it won the food contest, huh? Well, because... yeah, that's what I thought. I'll catch you all later. I gotta go find a cat to put these pajamas on. Later, you run into Polly again, and she lets you pet her kitty, if you know what we mean. It means you get to pet the cat she puts the pajamas on. What did you think it meant? I can't remember if we went to the gym or the library. That day you spend some time on the library's PCs managing your start kicker. But man, you deceived lots of people with a sensational video and impossible promises. Nice. You gained plus 100,000 money, but almost everything goes to cover costs, and you keep only 2 money. Lame. You notice Vera standing in the corner. What looks like a fresh braid on the back of her head is actually two of her snakes fighting, poisons flying everywhere. Oh, I'm okay. It's just Hissy and Bob having another disagreement. It happens. This time they can't decide whether Miranda's domain should be called a kingdom or an empire, and it's like, who cares? I'm telling you, if they weren't my hair, I would sell them to Thailand, where they eat snakes. Decapitate them to set an example. You could totally rock some bangs. Snakes get feisty when they don't have jobs. Put them to work building your evil empire. Yeah, she probably liked that second option. Why, of course! I'd forgotten how testy snakes become without gainful employment. It's all in the best-selling book, Snakes and Suits. But come to think of it, my snakes already do have jobs. They're just not doing them. Bob, where's the report on Portugal? Are they at war yet? Hissy, have you poisoned the school's water supply like I asked? No? Then how am I supposed to sell water to Miranda's family? You think it's easy selling water to mermaids? Hissy and Bob pull out cell phones and start making calls. You don't know which impresses you more, Vera's managerial skills or the fact that her snakes can use cell phones without thumbs. Either way, you gain +2 creativity and +1 smarts. Who will you ask to prom? Isn't that me on the end? Oh, none of them. I kind of like Ghost Girl. Yeah, I like Ghost Girl. Polly. Ask Polly to the prom. Yes. You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the Monster Prom with you. Wah! Not a chance in the world, darling. You're boredom on a stick. You'd bore me to death. And then what would I be? A meta-ghost? Pass. See ya. This failure haunted you the rest of your life, and you never moved on, becoming a total and constant failure. You never succeeded at anything again. Except for that time you won at Monsters Got Talent, but your talent was being a failure at love. It astonished everyone how bad you were at romance. Not any less sad, though. Those 3 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Polly took a summer job as the ghost of Christmas Present. She spent most of her time partying. There was almost no work because, it was summer. Damien loved fire to the very end. Unfortunately, that wasn't a super legal affair, and he ended up in prison for arson. Fortunately, prison was flammable. Vera kept being fierce, strong, and stunning. Some haters once said adult life would put that mean in her place. But you know what? Vera ended up making adult life her own. For those 3 weeks, the Monster Prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended them, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Wow, so I really, really sucked at playing that. I had no idea what I was doing whatsoever. But maybe I'll get some better endings as I play a little bit more and start to understand the characters.